Optimus Prime here, and in this week's retro review I'm going to take a look at this piece of absolute amazing weirdness. This is Geoffrey Prime. I picked this up at TFNation from a guy who was selling lots of Japanese exclusives. Unfortunately, I couldn't afford many of the things he was selling, but I could afford this guy, and I'm very happy to have it. This was sold in Toys R Us in Japan in around 2016 as part of the 25th anniversary of Toys R Us Japan, which started in 1991. Interesting facts that I've been looking up. So here he is in all of his glorious boxed form. Picture of the vehicle mode there. Some Japanese writing. Geoffrey Prime. Incidentally, worth noting that Geoffrey is spelt with J rather than the G-O-F. G-O-E-G-E-O-F. Jeff, G-E. Jeff, G-E-O-F. F-F. The correct way of spelling it in the West, but I guess that's a translation thing. So just having a quick look at the box art. You've got the lovely picture of the RID Scud Dial Optimus Prime. He appears to have presents on his shoulders with a little picture of Geoffrey the Giraffe there, and the Autobot symbols and the sort of the coding around the edge of the symbols that was part of the branding of Transformers RID, and he is Prime of Micron, so that's nice. And on the back of the box we have a better picture of him in all of his glory. I'm going to get him out in a second. This is an unboxing, if I hadn't made that clear previously. And his profile there, which is all in Japanese, but lucky for you lovely people, I have translated this, and the following is word for word what Google Translate tells me is written there. Geoffrey Prime is the further evolved form of Toys R Us Prime, a playful commander who is very popular among children, who combines his caring power for the children of Toys R Us with the power of a transformer. Geoffrey's axe has the ability to purify evil hearts and return opponents to their childhood. Geoffrey Prime fights for the smiles of children. Now I believe we could all learn a little thing or two from that. So yes, that's his bio. That's pretty much him box form. The box is a bit tatty. I am going to definitely keep the box, but he is definitely coming out of here, and I'm going to do that right this second with this here trusty knife. Just going to pop the tape off here. Tape. There's some more tape down here. Let's just tape on there. Come off that way. Easy. Da-da-da. Oh, that was super easy, in fact. Barely an inconvenience. Let's see. Get this bit of tape off here, then I can probably pretty much do it without damaging the packaging. Much, he says. Might cut this bit out, it's a bit boring. Oh, there we go. Okay. Geoffrey Prime has been freed from his encasement. Let's pop that up there. That's a bit of an exciting backdrop. He has some instructions, which I will duly ignore. Might leave those sealed. And then the figure itself. Let's pop his delightful Energon axe out, which I can't see any ties. Oh yes, there is one just hiding there. Let's pop that off. Penknife, transform into scissor mode. I do apologise for that. Oh, axe pings off. Horrible plastic tags fly everywhere. God, I hate these things. They're the worst. Right, let's see if we can do this from the inside. Snap. snip, snip, snip. Is that it? Oh, there's one more there. Snip. Out you come, Geoffrey. Oh, nice and yellowed from age, being that this is a... Oh, it's not that old, actually. It's 9 years old, but old enough. Plastic back in there so I don't lose it. Bonza. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Zoom zooms. Zoomy zooms. So here he is in all of his toy glory. So again, we've got the Toys R Us logo there. We've got Geoffrey there, and other than that, it is a fairly straightforward redeco of the basics class. I think it's basics class. RID Optimus Prime, with of course the addition of Geoffrey styled legs and arms in that wonderful yellowy colour. But they're stars there. I'd assumed those were sort of giraffe spots, but they're not. They are stars. So yeah, I mean, he is basically exactly the figure that you would have had for standard RID. So that's not that exciting. But he does pose very well. He's got a lot of movement, well, the same movement as the other one, so 360 degrees at the shoulder, movement out the shoulder there, ball jointed elbow with a fair amount of movement, ball jointed for the purposes of not falling apart and easily snap back together, as opposed to range of movement. It's quite limited actually. You can do a full swivel that way, but not really much else. I mean, pretty much par for the course and everything else. Yes, standard ball peg for your hips, and again for the knees. And being RID, it's got very tiny thighs and ginormous shins and calves. And I like the hoof details on his feet. That's very nice. The head is pretty much exactly the same as normal RID Prime, but they're giving him yellow ears because why not? What else? Not really a lot else to say about him. He is a fairly standard figure with an absolutely stonking deco. You can't see the sort of present motifs that are on the box art on the shoulders because there's no flat area there due to movement for transformation. His axe is wonderful. Now, I don't know if you can quite pick out the wonderful detail that there is on this, but they painted one part of this clear orange axe silver, and the bits that they've left orange form the shape of a giraffe head, which is amazing. And you can use this to purify the souls of evildoers so that they remember their childhood and become like children. So I'm not going to transform him because, you know what, I am going to transform him because reasons. And it's a nice easy one to transform. He says, instantly regretting this by forgetting how he transforms. That just goes there. Legs pegged together. Yep, easy. No movement on there. That just needs to flip up there. And the arms, they come around there like that. And they go like that. And they go like that because they flip onto that bit. That's why you got the stickers on both sides, because these go together. Oh my gosh, this is just proving me to be... I used to do transformation videos on fingers on plastic and they were always terrible because I always got it wrong. That appears to be what's going on here. Oh yeah, that goes like that. Those go around like that. There we go. The simplest of toys. Flummox me. God, I'm getting old. And those bits back into there. I had just not moved one bit far enough up, and the entire thing went crashing along. There we go. Easy. Maybe I'll cut this entire transformation sequence out and just go straight to the vehicle mode. The vehicle mode is fairly standard. It looks just like the RID version, but instead of red and blue, it is red and pink and green and yellow. And it looks all the more spangly because of it. Some reasonably good brooming action, but nothing too special. Giant gaps here because of not filling things in, because this is only a basic class figure. And that really is about it with him. And just to prove I'm not a complete moron, I'm going to transform him back in record time. I mean, it doesn't prove anything really. It just proves that I can remember what I did 10 seconds ago. Go me! And there he is, back in robot mode, with his axe of evil cleansing. So there we go. That is Geoffrey Prime. I hope you've enjoyed this little look at Geoffrey Prime. Do join me again next time for another retro review or Prime Time with Oddimus Prime. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and watch our weekly videos rolling out 84 to 24, 40 years of the Transformers. I've been Optimus Prime. Thank you for watching.
There's a magical place, we're on our way there. With bots and their hundreds, all on our toy stall. It's called Prime Time Toys. Soon after bedtime, when dark night time falls, Muff and his helpers stuck up on the stall. From ceiling to floor, Primes, Grimlocks and Bees, Frenzy, Rumble and Gears, Shockwave, Soundwave and Megs. There's hundreds, says Patty, all on our toy stall. It's called Prime Time Toys, Prime Time Toys, Prime Time Toys.